Let's check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Now, Clark, as you take a look at the Hornets, what do you think will be the key for them? And here is West. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
Great awareness makes him a dangerous threat every time down the floor.
The Lakers trail. To Gasol from short range. Count it and the foul. It's going to be on David West. Good for the three-point play. Al Paul coming off a step. Performance against Toronto. Posey. Here's West. Banks it right in. He has 6.
They're really giving them all they can handle here. The defense is having a hard time keeping up.
Gasol inside, working on Okafor. Kept alive. Kobe. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. They get Antonio Daniels. And as you mentioned, the defense a step slow, trying to defend this offensive onslaught.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, when they're shooting at such a high percentage like they are, they're really difficult to beat.
Wow. Al Paul. Last game, 26 points. And here is West. The Hornets will hold on to it. Hornets ball. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. Look at the Lakers. They really know how to get everyone involved. The best in the NBA.
You know, what makes this team so good is that if you're open, you get the ball. They don't stick it in their hands or pound it on the floor. If you're open, you receive the ball and you have a chance to do something with it. That's why they assist on so many of their baskets.
Here's Posey. 9 points last game out. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Okafor. Gets in close. Finishes with the soft touch. Emeka Okafor was such a sensational college player. He has not really had that same translation to the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think he was geared towards being a solid, productive, everyday player in the NBA. And that's what he's been. He's a double-double guy who blocks shots, but he's not ever going to be what I would call a marquee star in the NBA.
Al Paul. High post. Posey, right wing. And Bynum pulls it down.
That shot didn't have a chance. He doesn't have the softest touch, and the defense was in his jersey. Got to look for a better shot.
And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 6. And it's Bryant missing.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice, clear look. Just didn't convert.
Here's Okafor.
Oh! Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Now Gasol. West on him. Shoots from the post. And Gasol gets it to go.
He is an absolute beast off the low block. And whoever's guarding him, I feel sorry for him.
Al Paul. To West. Posey. Okafor jams it in two-handed. He's got 8.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day. Wait a minute. Make that week. Hey, make it the year. Now that was a dunk.
Here's Bryant. Nails the easy jumper.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Daniels with it. Defended by Bryant. In close. Dumps it off. Here's Paul, knocks down the trifecta. Clark, it seems like I ask you this question all the time, but I look at Chris Paul, so many great attributes. Let's do a little history lesson. Who does he remind you of? Is there any game that you can start to compare his game to that you've seen in the past? Like an Isaiah Thomas?
I would
maybe?
give him a little bit of tiny Archibaldish nature. I mean, that's going way back.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
But a good comparison nonetheless.
Yeah. We'll have some of our gamers here having to go back to the archive. To check
They'll
out
like
some-
that, though.
Yeah,
They'll
but
like
you know, the ability to create and score and also really set up people effectively. Maybe a touch, a pinch of Isaiah Thomas as well in that regard. More so maybe from the competitive fire of Isaiah. Isaiah was a feisty, competitive, tough, hard-nosed guard, and I think Chris Paul has a lot of that in him as well, to go along with the endearing smile,
Yes.
the assassin's mentality when the game's on the line.
Diaz kept alive. Here's Gasol, hooking off the offensive rebound. 10 points for him.
You can't forget about him when you're boxing out. That's what he does. He crashes the glass.
Now Okafor inside. The shot misses. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
One of several shots they'll get. 2 more scheduled meetings between these two teams.
Hornets on D. It's a 5-point game. 2:21 left in the first. Fresh set of games here. They'd like to go up 1-0 and make a statement.
Starting off the series with the win, the pressure's on the other team next time you meet. It's a good position to be in when you can get that first one.
Now Paul. He's got 5. Shot's good from West.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot. He's extremely deadly from there.
Diaz.
There's high percentage shot, and then there are 100% shot. That's as close as it gets right there.
To West. From 11 feet away. Shot's good. He's got 10.
This team really needs this kind of effort, and he is bringing it forward. He's converted time and time again this quarter. They run very few plays for him on offense, but he got it done right there.
New Orleans in the lead. Here's Posey. Airballs the 3.
Kevin, even with his shooting ability, you can't settle for long-range bombs like that.
It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Nets it from the wing.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Here comes Paul. To West. He's up against Gasol. From just inside the arc. Rebound by Ron Artest.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
And here is Bryant. Posey covering from the wing. And Bryant gets it to go.
They pulled themselves back into the game now. They need to ride this momentum.
Paul dumps it off. The dump off to Paul from short range. Lays it right in. He has 7.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Artest passes it back. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Misses the buzzer beater. The Hornets with the slight lead.
Well, Kevin, they've really made a point of getting into the lane and scoring the ball inside.
All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. Here's Fisher. And looking forward to this Saturday.
Substitution on the court.
And the Lakers have possession. Right corner. The handoff to Diaz. Okafor grabs the miss. Stolen away by Diaz.
And you look at what they've done, or rather what they haven't done, it's hold on to the ball. They've had 4 turnovers already this quarter.
Right. It's the reach-in call. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now Gasol. He's got 10. Fisher up top, defended by Paul. Here's Diaz. Misses the trade. The Hornets trail. Posey, right wing, leads him with the pass. Here's West. Drops it in on the layup. He's got 12. Clark, and this can't continue to be the story for them. You can't convert if you're handing over the ball.
Well, without question, Kevin, you're exactly right. They've had a tough time getting into their offensive flow here because they've turned it over too much.
Wright is whistled for reaching in. That's his second foul of the game. And here is Bryant. Last game, 26 points. Diaz. Chris Paul grabs the miss. Here comes Chris Paul. Over Gasol. Sinks it from the high post. We're all tied up at 36.
That's simply what a superstar does. He can make the most difficult plays look silky smooth.
Kept alive. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Hornets. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. Taking a look at New Orleans. Second in the NBA, such great shooters. And of course, there's the Lakers right behind them. They shoot the ball so well, one of the best.
As a team, they really execute their offense. So guys know where they're going to get their shots from. And they make sure that guys shoot the shots they're most comfortable with. Ball movement, player movement, execution leads to high field goal percentage.
Wright backs in. Shoots from the post, buries the short-range jumper.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
Here's Bryant. Sinks the open shot. 21 points in the game.
He's looking to have a big game. He did a solid job in the first, but is building on that now here in the second.
And looking forward to this Saturday. It's going to be Danny Granger and the Indiana Pacers. They'll be playing host to the visiting Boston Celtics. It all gets going at 7 o'clock Eastern.
We'll see how it plays out. The defense didn't challenge the shot, didn't get a hand in his face. And from such close range, that shot's a gimme.
Kobe. Here's Fisher. Makes it from 18 feet out. They take a 2-point lead.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Wright backs him down. From the paint. Can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Scooped up. Artest. It's good. Nice offensive rebound. He has 7.
Great on the boards here. I mean, they're really working that glass, leading to a jump and second chance points, which oftentimes can lead to wins.
Coach Scott calls time. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
You know, so often you sometimes want to discount early fouls, but anytime you can get fouls drawn early on key players, that can make an enormous difference down the stretch. And they did a good job of that.
And the Lakers have possession. The Hornets making the shot. Here's Bryant. A missed 3.
I don't understand it. Kevin, the 3 hasn't been kind to him here in the first half, but he still continues to fire away.
Posey, no luck.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
Here's Diaz. It's rebounded by West.
You have to question his shot selection, Kevin. Poor shots equal bricks and misses.
West. Now Paul. Wright backs down. From close range, no good. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. Bryant. It falls short.
You can't fault that shot since he was wide open, but he may have rushed it just a little bit.
Paul to the middle. Here's Posey. Gets in close. Rebound by Ron Artest.
Well, the defense put pressure on him, and frankly, he'll miss some of those even when he's wide open.
Here's Fisher. Here's Gasol. Lays it in. Sweet dime to lead him to the rack. He's got 12.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Wright backs in. Six seconds to shoot. Wright offline. Diaz has picked up his first foul of the game.
That's a no-brainer. You got to stop the layup there. Make him earn his points from the line.
Gets them both. So it's the Lakers now. Under 5 minutes left in the second. It's a pick by Bynum. Here's Diaz. The shot, no good. The Hornets go the other way with the ball. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Paul. Drains it for 3. 12 points for him.
Just like the one he had in the first. He's a dangerous shooter out there.
Get up! To Diaz. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Paul. It's one-on-one. The dump off to Posey.
They haven't adjusted to the defensive intensity they're facing, and it's resulted in far too many turnovers here. I mean, just in this quarter alone, they've been throwing it all over the gym.
Now Paul, after Ron Artest's bucket. High post. Over Artest. Got a piece of it. Tracked down by the Hornets. Right. And it's no good. Poor shot selection there, to say the least. And Clark, you're right. It does seem like the defensive intensity has ratcheted up.
It sure has, Kevin. And when that's the case, you've got to be even more strong and more focused with the ball. They've got to try and keep up the pace, but they've got to do it under control.
Okafor grabs the miss.
They need to send out a search party to find his offense, Kev. It's been AWOL this whole quarter.
Here's Posey. 7 points in the game.
Again, another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 3. To Okafor. Posey. 6 seconds to shoot. To Wright.
The defense anticipated the kick out the whole time.
You're talking about his turnovers. That's 2 this quarter.
Yeah, and that's a lot, Kevin. He's handling the ball and he's just being a little careless with it. He has to be aware of where the defense is and then do a good job of trying to keep his body between the ball and the defender so he's not turning it over as much.
Out of bounds. Touched last by the Lakers. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. Well, you look at Paul, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
When it comes to pilfers, that's steals for you guys that don't understand the lingo here. He's the best in the league because he's quick, he's aggressive, and he anticipates. You combine those attributes, you got a guy that'll pick your pocket more times than not.
The Hornets will keep possession. And here are the Hornets now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Paul. Gasol with the rebound.
He's usually automatic from that close. The defense must have affected him.
Here's Bryant. Now Bynum. Artest is whistled for the loose ball foul. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes there for the Lakers.
Substitution for the Lakers, Lamar Odom and Derek Fisher.
Now Paul. 12 points for him.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Hornets now. Dumps it off. Fisher down low to end the drought. David West grabs the miss. The Hornets trail. Right. Flushes it with the one-handed jam. He's got 10.
No flash, no frills. I call that a pound cake dunk. Simple and plain, and a good finish.
To the paint. Here's Diaz. It's a little short, but gets the friendly roll.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
Here's Paul from inside. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Andrew Bynum. We're always trying to make lists of the best guard, the best center, the best this, the best that. Is Chris Paul the best point guard right now in the NBA?
Well, I would probably give him a slight edge over Darren Williams. I like Darren's
And you
size.
love
I do. I really
Williams.
do. I like his pace of play. I like his poise. I like his smarts. Chris Paul has all of that. Darren has him by a couple of inches. But Chris right now is probably a half step ahead.
I agree with you.
Just about all of the other point guards out there for his consistency and the way he leads his team and stays in that 20-10 category on a regular basis.
Efficient, great defensively, leadership like you just talked about.
No, he's got
He has
all.
it all.
Yeah, he's got the full package. There's no holes in his package.
And the Lakers have possession after the Hornets pick up 3. To Fisher. Diaz. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Drains the easy jumper. He's got 10.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
West to the low block. It's blocked. The Lakers with the block, and it's still a 3-point ball game. Bryant shoots the 3, and that is good. 28 points for him.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Coach Scott calls for a timeout. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Hornets. Off to a great start this season, currently in 2nd. And checking out the Lakers. They find themselves in 4th place. Now Paul. 14 points for him. To West. Inside, from close range, gets the lay-in. 16 points for him.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
So it's the Lakers now. They lead by 4. And here is Bryant. 28 points for him. Hangs in the air. The shot's good from Bynum.
The D was all over it, but they just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
Now Paul. 6-point game. To the high post. From inside. Graceful finish.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Here's Diaz. Can't hit from beyond the arc. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. Pick by Okafor. Here's Paul. It's in for 3. He's got 21.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step. He just pulled up and drained the 3.
Get up!
Diaz can't answer back with his own 3.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice, clear look. Just didn't convert.
To Daniels. Here's Okafor.
Kev, both teams have ramped it up here in the second half.
Here's Fisher. Just over 5 minutes left in the 3rd. Diaz. Okafor is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul of the game. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. And you look at Kobe Bryant, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
With his unbelievable scoring ability, he is such a security blanket, not only for his teammates, but for his coaches. I mean, this is a guy that you can count on to produce night in and night out at a high level because there's just not anything he can't do at
Substitution.
And the Lakers have possession. The most they've trailed by is 9 points. Here's Diaz. Bryant leads the game in assists. New Orleans in the lead. Posey hits the quick shot. He's got 9.
way to distribute the basketball.
And here is Bryant. To the inside. Here's Artest. Kept alive. Tipped.
You know, both teams, Kevin, are just about even in terms of giveaways here, so no advantage either way.
Here's Paul. Bynum with the rejection, and it's still a 6-point ball game. Diaz connects on the baseline jumper. As you mentioned, turnovers not much of a factor here so far.
No, not really, Kevin. I can't say it any better than that.
6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Paul missing.
Tough D forces him to miss it at the rim. You won't see that very often.
Releases. Scooped up. Bryant, right wing. Artest with the ball. Nice job on the assist by Kobe. And he's got a double-double. Here comes Paul. Swing pass. Here's Stojakovic. Can't get the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's 85 to 83. He's got 26. To Peterson. Paul. 6 seconds to shoot. To Page. Can't hit. And the Lakers go with it the other way. Dumps it off. And here is Odom. Posey covering. Now let's check out some scores from yesterday's action. A road win for the New York Knicks. Bucks can't get it done at the Bradley Center. The Nuggets grab one on the road. The Atlanta Hawks losing at Phillips Arena. A road win for the Memphis Grizzlies as the Clippers drop one at home. And back to the game we go. Now Paul. Here's Paul. Off-balance shot. Gets it to go. And he has 28 points for the game.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
Here's Vujicic. Right wing. 5 on the shot clock. Vujicic to the elbow. Bynum. Posey holds it in, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. Diaz is whistled for reaching in. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Posey. Good. Here's Vujicic. To Odom. To the baseline. Artest. The shot is off. The Hornets go the other way with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the high post. To Paul. In close. Odom corrals it, but that's only his 2nd rebound so far. Vujicic. Hard test with the ball. It's good from beyond the arc.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Now Paul. 28 points for him. The bucket was set up with the dish by Paul. And he's got a double-double. The Lakers trail. Artest on the way. Knocks down the three.
Why anyone would want to leave this guy alone deep is beyond me.
Here's Paul. Nails the easy jumper.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
Here's Vujicic. The steal by Paul. About 8.5 minutes left to the fourth. Hands it off to Daniels. They'll keep possession.
Hornets ball.
And the Veterans Day holiday coming up. It'll be Paul Pierce and the Boston Celtics. They'll be hosting the Utah Jazz. That one gets underway at 7:30 Eastern.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right. Let's quickly go over to Cheryl Miller, who spoke with Coach Phil Jackson.
Hey guys, he wants them to get out in transition. They haven't been getting many fast break points, and he's trying to amp them up and get them running. Guys.
Thank you, Cheryl. Daniels. Kept alive. Pulls the trigger, grips the cord.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Here's Gasol, and it's off. Questionable decision-making there. The Hornets clinging to a small lead.
They could use a basket here, Kevin. It's getting close.
Paul. The three won't fall.
Well, it's clear they've got the advantage on the boards in this one, Kevin.
Artest on the way. It's a pick by Bynum. Off the screen. And it's Artest missing. New Orleans in the lead. And, they've definitely been more active under the glass, out rebounding, out hustling.
Yeah, and if they can continue to create those chances, Kevin, then their momentum, I think, will stay positive, and they'll be able to build on that.
And the Lakers have possession following the Hornets' miss. Here's Diaz. It's money from deep.
Kevin, when you're defending a great shooter like that, you got to smell his breath. You got to be right on top of it.
Now Paul. 30 points in the game. To Paul. Posey. Let's loose for three. It's hauled in by Artest. The Lakers with a big possession.
Can they come back to take the lead?
Artest with the ball. Right block. Working on Okafor. Now Paul. About 6.5 minutes left in the game. From short range.
He's getting it done on the boards, Kevin. Doing major work down there.
Fisher to the right wing. Diaz blocked, and he gathers the loose ball. Great play by West. The Hornets trail. To Posey, beyond the arc, and Andrew Bynum pulls it down.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Bynum, gets in close. Yes, and the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel. 0 points, nada. But he's...
Substitutions on the court.
And the Lakers have possession. 4-point game. Peja knocks down the trifecta.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best.
A different group set to go for the Lakers. Gasol backs him down. The Hornets will go for the intentional foul. They still got to foul them a second time to get into the penalty and send them to the stripe.
They needed to take that foul to stop the clock. That clock is not their friend at this stage in the game.
The Hornets commit the intentional foul, and they'll try to extend the game.
That's exactly what they need to do.
The Lakers went the distance as they outlast the Hornets 109.